We think that feeding people in the parks, for example, is not always the best way of helping people out of their homelessness.
2.5 months ago, the state rolled out its 90-day plan to deal with the homeless. The days are ticking away, and the sensitive issue of mass feedings by church groups and other nonprofits still hangs overhead. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Laura Yamada. Paula Akana has the night off. Well, to feed or not to feed the homeless in parks, that's the rub between some churches in the state. KITV4's Catherine Cruz has the latest on how the governor is winning over some groups, but not others. Catherine?
Well, Laura, for some churches for years have established ministries to help the hungry and poor and have been reluctant to abandon the practice. Today, one church decided to switch gears. This was not your regular Friday free lunch, the men's emergency shelter. Organizers used the opportunity to kick off a new relationship between the shelter and a Ha'ula church whose mission is to feed the hungry.
When the governor approached me about this, I was a little tentative at first.
Brother Sage said he was won over, even though for more than 25 years he's been feeding the homeless at Aala Park.
This gives us a great opportunity now to bring our individuals, our clients who we've been serving, to a place where I believe we can get them closer to the support that they need.
The Institute for Human Services has seen its numbers jump 15% just from June to July, as the effort has been trying to drive more homeless to the shelters. Higher numbers drive the demand for more helpers, like Brother Sage's group.
They offer an opportunity for us to just leverage a lot of missing resources. You know, we cannot do it by ourselves, and when an organization like Brother Sage's Ohana, the Living God, comes and does a meal with us, it really allows us to stretch our dollar so much more, you know, because the resources just are not there to do everything that's needed.
Today, volunteers from the American Legion helped out, and soon a master wish list for each shelter will be available for those willing to help.
But now we can start to ask for the help that IHS needs. There's been a serious increase, so we want to make sure they get supplemented somehow by more volunteers, more donation, more support, and hopefully from the governor's office.
Homeless coordinator Mark Alexander said a Catholic church who was feeding some 300 homeless at Aala Moana has agreed to move its meals to the Next Step shelter in Kaka'ako. And yesterday at Kaka'ako Park, we snapped some stills of Central Union Church members as they wound up their service and meal, part of a regular Thursday evening ministry. Alexander says he's scheduled to meet with Central Union in September. Now, there's no law against feeding people in the parks, and Alexander said he prefers the power of persuasion and says it's something that has to be done gradually. Central Union spokeswoman Donna Rewick said the church has not been asked to stop. It already provides meals one day a month at the Kaka'ako shelter and says this whole thing boils down to either following God's plan or the governor's. Laura?